And we're back with another episode of Meet the Kobolds, the silly, wacky campaign we've been doing. We started 2 weeks ago. Time's passed funny for me. It's been 2 weeks, right? I haven't missed
Yeah,
anything.
it's been
It
like
has been
it's been at
2
least
weeks.
like a day or two.
Just at least a day? Okay.
It's
Yeah.
been a time frame. 2021 has been passing very quickly.
Passes at weird intervals. Sometimes
I
it's
did
fast,
not.
sometimes it's slow.
I didn't even notice like how close December was until I looked at my calendar again.
How close is it in miles?
At least 3. At least 3. But where we left off last time, as we're getting this set up, this troop of 6 kobolds who had been living in the mountain lair of the dragon who had died several months earlier decided to embark on a so-called quest in order to find a new dragon or boss, depending on whatever came first and whatever seemed more appealing at the time. And you guys made your way to the city of San Maria. Remembering 100 cities, and I'm trying to remember if that was the right one. San Maria. Morian Bay. San Maria is from a different world. My bad. Morian Bay. San Maria was on a different map for Terra, not for D&D. Morian Bay. Can't believe I called it San Maria. Morian Bay. Where you guys ran a couple of cons in order to make a little bit of cash. Before Tem managed to find you all work in one of 3 locations, which you ended up picking, heading towards the mountains. And that night, that day, you guys got settled in to a room, rested up while your 3 companions that you guys will be traveling with, a silver dragonborn by the name of Gradle, Gillian the dwarf, and Adam the halfling were the 3 that you ended up technically being hired by to travel with them across the mountain range. Kind of as power numbers, kind of extra protection as a troop while traveling across type deal. So, it is the dawn of a new day. You guys wake up a little bit before the sun is rising, woken by the sound of heavy knocking on the door of the room that you guys had all kind of crammed into, which isn't much of a cram considering you're all a group of small kobolds. So, what do you do?
Yo, rats have some. Never mind.
I jump out of the bed and run headfirst into the door.
Oh, yes,
That's-
and he also says all this while he does it.
Yes. So you watch as he just comes flying around the corner and just head first into the door. Roll a Constitution save for me.
I rolled an 8.
You are dazed. You see as Hawks kind of staggers a little bit. If this was a cartoon, you would see birds flying around his head as he stumbles around. And whoever was knocking on the other side of the door seems to have stopped.
I get up and I open the door, and I just kind of like brush Hawks away with my foot. And I open the door.
While he checks behind the door, like Tick walks over so that he's like visible so that he can see through the door, and he just revs his arm. Just
Getting ready to cast a spell. You see on the other side of the door, Greydale is standing on the other side, looking a little confused by what he just heard from the other side of the door, and he says, is everything all right?
Wouldn't you like to know, weatherman?
Depends. Do you want the real answer or just a blatant lie?
You know what? Neither is fine. We have the cart ready out front whenever you guys are good to go.
Who are you?
Pauses.
The
and
nice
looks at
man
you
who's
and-
taking us
Tick
to
just-
find work.
Tick just walks over and with his his statically charged hand, he just smacks Hawk in the back of the head.
Bless you.
Roll an attack roll to see if it does.
All right, fucking 13.
What's your AC?
13.
Okay, so you hit roll damage. You can choose to make
Okay,
at least damage if you want, but
Okay, it's less damage if I do this one. Because this is also like rampant electricity, you have to remember.
yes.
6 lightning damage.
All right, Hawks take
Ah.
6 lightning damage.
Bless you. Shocking.
Grundle just shakes his head and continues down the hall, disappearing around the corner as he heads out to the front of the tavern.
Can you idiots please behave yourselves? Just for one day.
Tick just
I am behaving myself.
holds a finger up, like it's just a wait a moment, and then Tyler, what DC intelligence roll would be good enough to on the fly make a copper muzzle for Hawk?
Bless you.
To make a bomb.
Considering you have limited materials, it's going to be a decently high.
If it will make it easier, I will sacrifice bits of Tick's exoskeleton to do this.
I would say that would give you advantage.
Not worth it. Okay, let's try this.
And,
It's only a 15.
yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Would I be able to use my smith's tools to add proficiency?
With your smith tools, you would be sitting down and taking the time to do it. If you're just trying to bend metal on the spot, just make something really fast, it would just kind of be with your hands.
What about Tinker's tools?
Perhaps.
Okay. Then instead of a 15, that's a 17.
You get something made. You don't know if it would work. It's.
I'm still gonna shove it on his face.
Yeah, it's remotely a muzzle. It kind of looks like one, but you're not entirely sure if it would function efficiently. But
Yeah, I'm still gonna shove it on his face.
are you gonna resist this, Hawks?
Bless you. No.
Okay, you shove it on his face. It seems to fit. It's a little loose in spots, but it seems to fit.
And
You are
Tick
now muffled.
Tick just looks over at Bones after doing this.
I like just like breathe in and hold up my finger like I'm about to say just something just Can you speak, Hawks?
Mm-hmm.
It's better than just letting him speak wildly. All right, we're coming down. Everybody, come on. Rat Dog, get up.
And as you're calling out names and looking between the troop, you notice Tem isn't in the room. Tem is nowhere to be seen. As well as her equipment. Her bag and everything is also gone.
She must have left early. I'm just speaking to myself after noticing this. All right, come on. Ratty, I said get up, and I start pulling on his tail. Kobolds have tails, right?
Yes, kobolds have tails.
Yeah, just start pulling at his tail.
Alright, so you are dragging him towards the door. What are you doing, Rat Dog?
I think I'm just gonna go along with them.
Just kind of just gonna let yourself be dragged along?
Yeah, basically.
You
He's
take
just-
4d10s of splinter damage on the wooden floors.
Actually, this is a very nice establishment. There isn't splinters here. Now, if you were in the Outlands, yes, you would get Hellas'
I
vengeance.
stab him and do.
He didn't get splinters. Stab him.
I'm gonna wake like Tick is gonna wake up Talk so that he can just walk himself to the place. Like
Alright.
before Talk can start saying stupid shit, Tick just punches him in the face.
It's a very aggressive troop to each other. There's a lot of fighting between everyone. It's great. All right, so you guys making your way outside, you find the others making final preparations to the cart. The Dragonborn sitting in the front, little driver's seat on the front of the cart. Tem is sitting next to him, kind of talking with him. You see the halfling sitting in the back. He seems to be messing with some sort of book as you guys are coming out.
No.
The dwarf is tossing, or not tossing. He is lifting a barrel of some liquid into the cart, smiling very widely as he gets it into the cart and climbs in himself and positions it into a different spot. So
I don't know if you have Discord notifications on if you're looking, but he asked, "What's the DC to take a muzzle off?"
Roll a dice and I'll let you know.
Anyways, I look around and see if I can spot. Wait, did you say Tim was in that group or not?
Tem is in the group. She is talking with Gradle.
Okay, I look and make sure that everyone's all here. I notice
I'm
Hawks
free. Bless you.
is taking his muzzle off.
Tick is gonna just immediately get in the wagon. He's gonna sit next to the dwarf and he's gonna start working on a better muzzle with his
Okay.
smith
You
tools.
collect up the old one and start making a new one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that means
Alright.
he's leaving you guys with Talk.
I let go of Rat Dog's tail and I just start walking towards. Oh, come on, hop in. We got a good day's journey ahead of us. Is it day or night? What time is it?
It is the brink of dawn, so like the sun is starting to rise.
Okay,
Whoa.
you understand.
Mountains, right?
I look at what was his name? Grindle.
Gradle.
Gradle.
Great.
I look at Gradle. You realize you three are gonna have to be our eyes during days like this, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Both.
Yeah. What do
We're
you
in the
want?
mountains, right?
Yeah. Yes, we're
Oh.
going to mountains.
Oh, great. Cool. Thanks a bird.
Where am I?
You know, how about you just talk to your brother and we'll have a good time that way.
Tick is mad today. When I talk to him like this, he shocks me.
Me just not being able to comprehend anything of what you just said, I go, yep.
Exact. Oh, exact.
Oh, I know it, buddy. Yep, that terrible. Really is. Hey, why don't you talk to Rat Dog? Rat Dog loves to listen to conversations like that.
That's a good listener.
Talk just sits next to Rat Dog and he starts like rambling about eating like a frozen apple. So just like I was chewing and chewing and I kept chewing, but then it would crunch, so I kept chewing and I tried to burn it,
It
so
just
it crunched
just
more.
kept going on.
I'm gonna stare at him like a 1,000-yard stare with my tongue out and my tail wagging.
I don't know.
Red Dog is actually
like-
a dog trapped in a kobold's body.
I thought you were gonna turn like sophisticated. It was like, well, this is actually because of the science behind frozen and the crystallization of the liquid inside of the apple. He's like, all right. I look around. Everybody in? Where's Hawks?
Bless you. Where am I? I don't know
He's
where I
having
am.
a deep philosophical moment.
How did we get here?
It's Santa sleigh.
Jared,
Listen,
just say what
It
am
doesn't
I?
matter as long as you still say bless you whenever we say your name. We know you're cool. All right. I looked at Gradle. We need to get this thing moving quick. I don't know how much more
Tem
you will be able to
yeah.
handle.
Tem turns and says, "Hawks, get in the
Bless you.
cart."
Get in what?
Get in the cart.
What cart?
The one in front of you, you dipshit.
Tick just takes a break from making the new muzzle to put a freshly made voice box in and just fucking leave him.
No, he's whether we hate him or love him or not. That guy is the best chef out here, and we know it.
Tem gets out of the cart herself and walks
This is
over.
wrong.
She pulls out her quarterstaff and she whacks you in the side of the head, inflicting 6 points of damage.
Actually, wait, hold on. Now I want to look at Hawk's.
I am
character sheet.
unconscious.
She then picks up the unconscious Hawks, drags him to the cart, and throws him into the back, and says,
Actually,
"Make sure he doesn't die." And then gets
guys,
back in the
I'm
front.
the best cook in the party because I actually have proficiency in cook's tools, in cook's utensils.
Easy. You may have proficiency, but that doesn't mean you're the best. Hawks is truly the best because I made it lore. Don't say it. You're incapacitated. Don't say it.
No, he said it. He's incapacitated, but he still says it.
He's like,
Bless you.
bless you.
Yeah, this is definitely why I'm making a muzzle. You know what, Tyler? Sooner or later, we're gonna have to talk about just Tick's mad scientist things of here's all the idiots, here's the stuff I want to do to their brains. How high do I have to roll?
How high
God,
do
he's
I
gonna
have to
become a
roll to
Doc
pierce
Holliday of this
this guy's frontal
campaign.
lobe to make him better at just anything?
Zaps him in the right
Anyways.
part of the brain, and he just becomes sophisticated.
I do enjoy mad scientist characters.
Oh, well, do I have the thing for you? No, I'm just kidding.
Gets naked. Anyways, what are you saying?
Okay. Yeah, and you are unconscious. You are not in your dying state because she used non-lethal damage. So you have 1 hit point, but you are unconscious, Hawks.
Bless you.
Yes.
No,
So
fuck you.
he's in the back of the cart, and as Tem gets in the front, he looks to her and says, "Are we ready to go?" She just gives him a nod. He kind of shrugs off whatever he just witnessed and kind of slaps the reins down on the back of the horses as they start and gets them to start moving.
I stick my head over the side and start sticking my tongue out.
Yes. I was waiting for that.
Talk has now begun talking about how he used to attempt to lick the old dragon's claws.
I look at who's driving the cart by the reins, or who has hold of the reins right now?
Gradle. You're making me say
Gradle.
Grendel, not Gradle.
I looked at Gradle and I go, would you by chance have any proficient knowledge and armor of the sorts? Anything along those lines?
Tick just looks up at Bones.
I do not I do not actually fight with blades. I'm a monk.
Great. Dwarf, what about you?
He's sitting there. He says, "I use a hammer." And he pulls out a little war hammer.
Tick just keeps looking more and more pissed off as he looks at Bones with his smith tools in his hands.
I look at him, notices.
He says, but he
And I
does
just
say,
stare.
he says, though, I do know a thing or two about armor. You know, being
And
a dwarf.
I'm just staring Tick into the eyes of this part and I go, great. Can you tell me about this? Still talking to the dwarf. And I pull out the armor that I got from
The helm?
Yeah, the helm.
He takes it from you and he gives it a kind of a glance over. Looking at the arcane runes on the inside. Roll a check for him real quick. See if he can identify this. He says, He says, well, based on my knowledge, that's wrong voice. I did the wrong voice. It's based. I'm not even gonna try anymore. Based on my knowledge, it's got a sort of enchantment, but I don't know what.
Would anybody have any knowledge of this thing? I'm just holding it in my hand at this
The
point.
halfling kind of, without even looking at from his book, holds a hand out towards you.
I give him a high five.
Can I roll for that?
For a high five?
Yeah, can I have -1, but can I try?
For a high five or for arcane?
For the arcane.
You can try.
Is it an arcana check?
Yeah.
Sick. If I get a nat 20, I'm doing the posh British voice.
It should just be a high enough
Fuck!
roll. We can't be saying
got
nat
a
20s
three.
here. Oof.
Yeah, it's a helmet. It's a nice helmet.
Okay, I'm gonna let me go ahead and make that arcana roll myself. Let's see here. 16.
Okay, yeah. 16.
I still don't ask for Tick's opinion.
Yeah, Tick can't say anything. But the halfling is still holding his hand towards you, kind of
I'm like
beckoning for you to give it to him.
I'm looking at the hand and the helmet at the same time, just back and forth, like, and I like gesture it, but like only at the tips of his fingers, so he has to reach out further if he wants to grab it.
He leans forward a little bit and takes it from you. He looks it over, not looking up from you. Looking up at you as he looks over the runes, runs his fingers across it, mutters a few things under his breath, and he finally looks up to you and he offers it back and he says, "It's called a Dread's Helm. It just makes your eyes look red whenever you're wearing it." And he kind of hands it back to you.
I take it. Nothing, anything else. Nothing magical. No protection against nothing. It's just that.
It's an illusionary effect. It is supposed to entice fear in your enemies.
I look at the group. Here, Ratty, you put this on, and I hand him the helm.
What do you do with the helm?
Oh shit. Yeah, I guess I'll put it on.
Right.
I gotta take off the phone.
You all watch as Ratty puts on this helm, and the moment it finally sits on his head, a shadow kind of cast over his entire face, covering his face, and all you see is a pair of red eyes looking out from the helm.
Sick.
Talk sees this like, hey, where'd that dog go?
He vanished, and you're next if you don't shut up. No. I will pull this card over.
He just and like in the bit of in the fear, he just like his back straightens up. He kind of looks over at Tick, and then he looks over at you, just like, wait a minute, is that a fancy helmet? Huh. Wait, why does my brain work all of a sudden? I rolled a nat 20 on the intelligence. It's like, my brain's working harder than normal. Cool helmet.
Brain work harder than normal. Cool helmet.
We
Awesome.
almost had him. We almost had this entire group silent. I'm just like looking at Gradle, just he's almost on the verge of tears.
He's
like,
not even. Gradle hasn't even looked back at you guys. He's been talking to Tem and driving the cart.
Talk just kind of looks around, is like, okay, and then he just starts digging through like his pack, and he just finds a stick, and he just starts chewing on it.
Okay, that'll keep him quiet.
You notice as Gillian's been watching all of this, and at some point during this whole thing, he has somehow gotten his hands onto a tankard, and is drinking ale from it. And he is just sitting there, greatly amused by the stupidity that he is witnessing as he is drinking his ale.
I'm gonna shimmy up to him and be like, "My good sir, I'm quite parched. Can I have a sip?"
Um.
He is going to there's a look of shock on his face, and he is deeply confused, and there's a long moment where he just stares.
Talk just looks over. It's like, yeah. I think the other thing is just a kink for him, and that's normal him.
I'm just like staring out
I
down at the
think he
ground.
just I think when he acts dumb, it just turns him on.
I'm just looking down at the floorboards, just mouth open, just in pure shock. I grab one of my swords and point it towards my stomach as if I'm about to end it. I just go,
Tick
another time.
Tickum
time.
pulls out a alchemy jug. Tyler, if you want to if this is at all important, that bag of holding that we sold that merchant a long time ago is now not magical anymore.
Yes.
But Tick is gonna pull out an alchemy jug and just pour out like a cup of wine for Bones.
Gillian still is speechless by what he has witnessed, and he goes, "Did he just talk like a rich, proper individual?"
No.
Okay. I'm gonna need more drink. And he goes back to his keg and starts getting more from it.
How much wine can I pour from this thing? Yeah, I'm gonna give him some too. I have a gallon's worth for the day.
You're gonna give Gillian some, who has
Yeah.
his keg of ale
Yeah.
for what ails him.
Yeah.
So what is the layout of the cart, by the way? Is it like
So
3 layers of seats or something like that?
the
Or
cart
3
is
rows?
it's just an open bedded cart, like with like walls on the side.
Yeah.
And an open backside. It would be Gillian sitting so there's the two in the front. Directly behind him on that back wall, Gillian is probably on the left side of the cart, leaning against the corner with his keg in the corner. Bones is on the opposite corner. Down towards the back left side of the cart, near the edge, is Adam. And then the rest of you have kind of just made places wherever. Tick is next to between Adam and Gillian, though.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If Talk rolled a nat 1 when looking at Rat Dog with the helmet, I was about to cast a fire spell.
Oh God.
That's okay, it happens. I was tempted to just attack without even any roll whatsoever.
I do have a question. Did we take a short rest between sessions, or
You took
no,
a long
we
rest.
took a long
You
rest.
took a long rest.
Oh shit! I didn't even fucking do that yet.
Well, luckily
Maybe
no one's
that's-
cast any spells yet. So
Maybe that's why Hawks went down so easily.
Watch you. Yes.
You forgot to reset it, and that's why you
okay.
passed out.
So I'm gonna say by this point, it's been a few hours. By this point, it's been a few hours of the trip. He who shall not be named wakes up around this
Who,
point.
Hawks?
Yes.
Bless you.
That's why I didn't want to say it. He woke up by this point and has been kind of laying on his back staring at the sky.
What other infusions do I have? Oh, I know what's happening.
Around this mark, you guys have made a fair amount of distance, and Gillian has passed out by this point. His tanker, he's hugging his tanker as if it was a teddy bear, muttering in his sleep, and he's leaned against his little keg of ale. Adam hasn't said a word, still going through the book that has been in his lap. And Gillian and Tem, or Gillian, Gradle and Tem are talking in the front as they've been the last 6 hours, kind of ignoring the rest of the party.
You know what? If the dwarf is passed out, I don't need this alchemy jug anymore. I'm just gonna sacrifice that bitch so I can give a +1 to one of Bones' weapons again.
I'll sacrifice myself just so I don't have to be here.
I'll slowly
But
turn my head.
But you just got a magically enhanced weapon.
I look at the magic weapon and I toss it out. I didn't want it.
Oh,
That was your
okay.
sword.
That
No.
was your sword. Like, you can toss your sword if you want. That you're not hurting me by doing that. You know that, right?
I hurt myself, and by then it hurts you a little bit because you care for me. And I respect
No, I
that.
don't.
I love you too.
Tick is mad scientist.
Mad scientist, but we were coworkers, and now
We were co-workers.
Co-worker, more like extra organs.
What is this,
Yeah,
Mad
we-
Max?
I like turn to Tim and Grado. I go, by the way, we could keep this thing going through the night if you want to catch some rest. You know, we have these things, and I'm like gesturing to my eyes, and it was like we could see the well, you know, and by the well I mean very well. Yep.
Great old kind of smiles. He says, "Yes, I'm fully aware."
Ooh, smart guy over here, and I look at Rat Dog. Hey, Rat Dog, we got a smart guy over here.
Red Dog's more.
Yeah. Yep. And I look at Grado. I'm just like,
When Rat Dog says Rat Dog smart, Talk smacks his helmet with with the stick.
Roll attack.
I like to imagine it's not really a helmet, but it's more of like a dad hat or like a baseball cap.
I'm
was thinking it was
rolling
like a
really low on these
Yeah,
intelligence
actual
checks, guys. I'm sorry.
It's just goggles with like red like lasers on it.
Okay,
It's like it's almost like wearing a metal bowl on your head.
Yeah, I was thinking
rolled,
of a
I
bucket, like an
rolled a
actual
10.
bucket.
You rolled a
So
10?
hopefully that's not enough.
Yeah, you just kind of glances off the helmet.
Good.
You fucking whipped.
Still
So,
reacts as if he was hit.
where exactly are we going?
He says,
Right.
"Oh, we each have a different place that we need to go. I personally need to go to Redford. Or not Redford, Field Point. Sorry, I'm from Redport. Naming the wrong places. I'm trying to find a place for my clan to settle down after we lost our previous home in Redford. Gillian back there is trying to get to his brother in Stone Farm. Something about starting a forge together. And Adam, I'm not entirely sure what he wants. I think something about vengeance. I can't remember."
Do you know Vengeance 4?
Adam kind of looks up a little bit. He says, "My family."
Oh, what let me guess. Anything involving a dragon?
No.
Then I don't care. Anyways, great. When's our first stop?
In a few days, probably, I want to say, the pace we're traveling now, maybe 3-4 days from now, we'll hit Stone Farm.
And would you live around these mountainous areas, or have you grown up around here at all?
No, I've passed through a few times, but I've never lived in this area.
Any sights of dragons?
I've personally never seen any, but on occasion you'll hear a tale or two of a dragon roaming the mountains. Most stories I've heard are of gnolls and ogres and trolls and things of that nature.
Tick is gonna go over to get
Great.
Tem's attention, and he's just going to kind of he's gonna write a note to her, and it's just gonna be like, if this is only travel, what is our job here?
She turns and says, just helping hands. We're helping them if they run into trouble. She kind of holds up a bag of coin a little bit, and she says, "We'll split this later. This is the pay in advance that we already got." She
So, do we
pockets it
get
again.
more? Do we get more of that later, or do they pay 100% up front?
It's half. We get the rest when we get there. The goal is to go all the way to Field Point, but we can stop in Stone Farm if you guys want.
I look at Gradle. Hey, what level are you?
He goes, excuse me?
Sorry, a level of hierarchy. Where do you think that you would stand among most creatures? Average, above average, below average?
Well, I'm fairly new not fairly new. I have a little bit of experience, but I'm still have a lot of training at the monastery in order to become more proficient in my skills.
I give I give Rat Dog like a very smirky look. It was like, we can kill these guys right now for more money.
Please say you didn't say that out loud.
I didn't say that out loud.
Ugh.
I roll a nat one. It turns out I said it out loud.
No.
As you say that, you kind of
I don't. No, I don't actually say that. I'm just like looking at Rat Dog with just a smirk.
oh my.
Rat Dog is a boomerang?
Rat Dog
Hey,
is
Ratty.
actually Ty the Tasmanian tiger.
Wait a minute. Oh, we double dipped classes.
Who double dip classes.
Never mind. I thought this person was a whole different class. Never mind.
You talking about Rat Dog?
Yeah, I was looking at Bones and Rat Dog.
I am a barbarian.
I'm
Yeah,
a fighter.
I thought Bones was a fucking barbarian.
No, I'm just stinky.
I'm just
you're just basic.
Yeah.
It happens.
I cast message on Bones.
Okay.
What does that do?
You hear someone's the sound of someone smelling you, but it's inside your head. You just hear a loud inhale. Just someone
So-
intaking through the nose.
I know. I just speak out loud, like closing my eyes so I'm not looking at anybody directly. I know a good chunk of you can do this. But from the message alone, I know it was you. And still with my eyes closed, I'm looking directly at Hawks, and then I open, I'm pointing at him.
I cast message on him again. Your eyeballs smell nice.
I'm
hate
just
that.
I'm
I
just
hate
I just stare at him, just blank stare, no emotion, just staring directly at him.
I turn my head as slow as possible to look directly at Bones.
And aside, the only noise that could be heard was the turning of the cartwheels and the trumpeting of horses.
When he turns his head, you just hear stone like grinding against stone.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
And
I
around this
clap
point,
my hands in front of Hawks to try and make him blink.
Bless you.
roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you blink. Dragon's just over this right now. He's like, this is so dumb.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
He wrote us-
He doesn't blink. Hawks does not blink.
I wish I was high enough level where I could actually just drop a fireball in our feet right now.
Around this point, Adam kind of closes his book and he says, "Are you all always this strange?"
Tick just puts his voice box in, looks at him, and just says, "The weird one may be the worst of us."
Hey, don't talk about bones like that.
Without like moving my eyes away from Hawks, I go,
Bless
well,
you.
most of us are broken. The other are stupid. What do you expect to happen?
Adam just lets out a sigh, snaps his fingers, and as he does, a raven appears in his hand.
What kind of dog is that?
I like to imagine he's still staring at me.
I was about to make this.
He's staring at me, and he just hears the flapping of wings and
No,
goes, "Yep."
he hears the
dog."
snap, he hears the poofing, the whoosh, and then he hears like the, ah, ah, you know, like the sound ravens make. The, ah, ah, ah. It sounds like a dinosaur behind you. This is just the raven sitting on his hand though, and he doesn't answer and begins to kind of pet this raven.
Do we I don't want to backseat DM, but do we need to make like a both of us need to make a constitution saving throw to see if we blink?
Yes, he already did
All
his. He didn't blink when he did his. So we are in a contest of staring. All right, both of you make a saving throw at the same time.
18 and 22 is what we both got.
All right, neither of you are blinking yet. Let's roll again. So a minute passes of no blinking as you guys continue to stare at each other. The rest of the cart just in silence.
15 and 19.
All right, Bones, your eyes are beginning to burn just a little bit, but you're still holding strong.
Better roll higher, bones.
23.
Hawks, as you're staring, you see Hawk's eyes like after about 3 or 4 minutes of just silence, and you guys staring at each other. You see Hawk's, his eyes are turning red, and they're beginning to water. And he's, like, squinting really hard. And then just before he blinks, he lets out a loud sneeze and just kind of slams his head into the deck of this cart.
You guys
Nobody's-
want to know something really funny?
What?
You're naked.
I was
happens.
rereading one of my first level abilities as an artificer. Remember when I made that bowl of chowder smell like raw sewage?
Yes.
I never touched it before I left, so it still smells like that in a 10-foot radius.
Yep, and they still never figured out what it was.
I'll probably go days without knowing because I almost never use this ability, and it lasts indefinitely until I like do this over my normal limit. And then I have to do that twice because I did something before I touched that bowl of chowder.
Oh my. So that picture is still there too.
Yeah, but that they could probably get rid of a lot easier.
Yes.
Hey,
But-
what would I need to roll to find an M9 Beretta in the compartment of the cart?
103.
103?
Just-
All right.
Yeah.
Just ask me to blow your fucking head off. My arm's basically a cannon.
I got an 80. Is
Yeah,
that fair?
that's not good enough.
All right.
Can I roll to find one god?
No.
Just says this out loud. Who are you talking to, Hawks?
Bless you.
Okay.
Wow. So around this point, after that very interesting part of the day,
I now know what my plan for the end of this story is gonna be.
He's going to kill us all.
Chick becomes a mad scientist and just
Rick's
turns
about
talk
Hawks.
into this like Frankenstein's monster and then
There's a
kills the party.
fucking reason I keep the living bomb around.
I just want to get
You know what? I've had enough. Flips the timers and he starts counting down.
Just revs it all the way up. Doc starts screaming and blasting in all directions.
No, he doesn't scream. He just goes, whoop! All right. Now, after that little sidebar, several hours pass through the rest of the day, and nightfall begins to start to come. The sun setting, and as it is, you guys have. You guys are pretty close to the mountains by this point. You're not quite to the mountains just yet, but you're on the cuffs. You're pretty close. I'm I'm giving up on my words. And Great Old stops the cart and hands over the rings to Tem and turns and says, would any of you like to sit up here while I get back there and rest?
I'll sit up there.
No.
Would anyone else like to sit up
no.
there?
Tick will get up and sit up there.
I'll sit up there. I'll sit on top of Tick's lap.
No.
Tick, are you fighting
Tick
this?
revs his arm when Sneeze Boy attempts this.
Sneeze boy.
You think that's gonna stop me?
Okay, I am
attack.
going to smack him.
Roll attack.
Hold on, let me, because I was planning on doing this anyway. I need to figure out how to change the configuration of my armor. Here, fuck it, I'll just edit the character itself. But no, I can look at the stuff on my book. Let's see here. Let me just check the. I'll actually roll to attack first. 23 to hit.
Okay, roll damage. Assuming we're going all in balls to the wall damage right now. There's been more fighting between each other than anything else.
Oh,
which is
guys.
fun.
I was
Yeah,
about to
like,
go
and
down again.
I want to specify. Talk is not like doing this as a way to like how other people would see this. Talk is not doing this at all maliciously. It's just he revved his arm and then he kept coming, so he just pushed him. And because his armor is set up in basically strength mode,
Is it Tick or
it
Talk?
does
Tick.
damage.
He's talking
It's
about Tick. I knew what he was talking about.
Because
I
Tick's
did it,
armor
which is why I
basically in
asked,
strength
Mr.
mode. It's,
DM.
yeah.
Well, I'm all
Let's
so.
see.
I hate you.
9 thunder damage.
He's
Guys,
actually
I'm dead.
Hawks is down again.
Bless you.
You blast him backwards and he falls onto his back unconscious.
I want, and I like I said, it's just how this would look is just he revs his arm and then he keeps coming, so it's just like how any normal person would just push him away, but then because the armor's just like fucking in power mode, basically, just
I pick
just
up
a shockwave goes through his body.
I pick up Hawks and kind of like
Bless you.
put him down sideways onto like the seats, and then I like turn over towards Rat Dog and I pick him up as well, and I just put him on top of Hawks in the same way, just like sideways on top of him.
Okay.
As almost of his Rat Dog was a blanket.
And right after you do this, and Gradle gets into the back, he places a hand on Hawk's back. And
Bless
Hawk
you.
regains 2 hit points.
Ugh. You know what, I'm gonna roll to see.
God,
if
am I
Talk's
alive
smart
again?
Enough to tell him. Yeah, Talk just looks over. Is like, where's the magic?
No,
Because it's not. He says it's
I look
part of my.
Hawks in the eyes.
Bless you.
No, Hawks. Rat Dog's on top of you, and he has a spell on him where if he is moved from that spot, from on top of you, he is killed immediately.
Immediately pushes him off.
I am gonna immediately push him off.
Roll a strength check.
Bad idea to say that while Talk was around, man. Oh,
I got a 15, God.
okay.
He almost bench presses Rat Dog and just slumps Rat Dog off of him onto the cart with like a loud thud.
My boy! What? Red
dog
Dog just
doing?
like snickers a little bit. No, my boy. How could you?
Can I play dead?
Yes.
Do I
Roll
have to push that?
a deception check
Oh, okay.
or performance, your choice.
Is a 17 good enough?
You are you look very dead.
Yes!
This is
Guys, I have an idea. Do we have a large jar?
Oh no.
Grado
Oh,
looks
no.
at you and says,
I should just get
Jar?
the job done
No.
now.
"Why?
No, not
Why
the
do you
jar.
need a jar?"
Not the jar. I've seen too many anime
That's on,
minifigurines.
that's on a need-to-know basis, Magic Man.
I should just.
I-
I should.
I don't. I
do
I
this
don't.
now.
Can't you cast magic?
Who are you talking to?
Hawks.
Oh,
Can't-
Hawks. Yeah.
Bless you.
He's like, hey, magic man. He's like, you are also magic.
He
I
says,
should-
I don't use magic. It's channeling my energy into ki."
I should just-
Okay, Magic Man.
Oh,
Get a load of this guy.
here's.
I have
the-
chakra. Am I right? Anyways, Rat Dog, you still alive?
I just hold a thumbs up.
Alright, cool.
Tim
Well,
shakes
guys,
her head.
we have to get rid of the body or it's going to start to rot.
What?
I'm going to start trying to
What
push that dog out
stat
of the
should
cart.
be rolled to hold in anger?
I don't know, but I look at Talk and I say, hey, he killed him. Do something.
I would say intelligence or con.
Okay, I'm gonna roll tick first.
I'm gonna say intelligence because
Okay, so
it's a
at least
mental
Tick
it's a
isn't about
mental challenge. It's not a
Tick isn't
con
about
is
to
more
end
physical.
this. Tick isn't about to end this
That's
story
not the only thing
prematurely.
mentally challenged around here.
So Bones looked at Talk and just said he killed Rat Dog. What are you gonna do about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Talk looks down, looks up,
So
and just.
he rolls at advantage.
I mean, Rat Dog put the thumbs up.
Post.
Are you stupid? He's
rigor mortis.
obviously dead.
No, we've killed things before. They don't move like that when they
Rigor
die.
mortis. We leave the bodies. That
Santa moves like that after he dies.
rat dogs died before. He moves like that when he dies.
Did you say
Rat-
Santa?
rat- Died before.
Rat
Would you like
Rat
to know,
Dog died
Magic
before.
Man?
Rat dog dies a lot.
I don't remember Rat Dog dying, and like you always put me and Rat Dog in the same room because you say we're both stupid. So
No,
I
I never.
don't
I
remember
say
Rat Dog
everyone else
dying.
is stupid. You two are broken. Also including the one who speaks as every action.
Well,
Who does that?
but but then you say that and you put me and Rat Dog in the hole. I don't remember Rat Dog dying.
I told you to build that hole for a to strength building exercise. I told you.
No, that's not the hole. It was the
Listen, guys, I'm
toilet
just gonna try and, I'm
hole.
just gonna push Rat Dog out of the cart before he starts rotting. So
You know, do you actually do that?
yes, I start doing that.
Roll a strength check.
Okay. yeah.
I
Can I oppose that?
am going to use Tides of Chaos to give me advantage,
Wait, I think. Wait a minute. Is that every check?
and then
Wait. Does Tides of
it-
Chaos work on every
attack
check?
roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Oh god. If,
Okay,
oh,
yeah,
God.
you roll Tides of Chaos.
If
Um,
he succeeds this, the party's gonna be split in the worst way possible.
Also,
You
by the
understand
way,
this?
when you do this, I need you to roll
I know.
a
I'm
D-
gonna. I know.
roll a D100 for me. I'm gonna pull up the search table.
What check do I roll to push him out?
Strength, and then tell me what it is while I look up the table.
If he succeeds this party is gonna be a very.
God, I rolled a
interesting
12.
split.
Okay, so you don't push him. You start the process. He's starting
And
to
my
move.
size increases by 1 size category for the next minute.
What did you roll for that? You rolled a
94.
94.
You're a sorcerer. You're acting like you're a fucking wild magic barbarian. I know it's a wild magic
So-
sorcerer.
Listen here,
but
Magic Man.
So
I
as
don't
you
want
Calling
as
out my class like
I
that.
don't
as
remember that.
as you watch him beginning to push this, you watch as he grows to roughly the size of a typical human man.
What the hell?
About a foot shorter than Gradle, who now is extremely surprised by this sudden change in size. Still unmoved and is kind of watching. He's taken Tig's position on the side of the cart between Adam and Gillian. And Adam turns to him and just says, "We should have taken those circus folk that we ran into instead of these ones."
I'm so big. You're all
Honestly,
like
yeah,
little
you guys,
ants to me.
you guys pulled the short straw on this one.
Tick like looks over to the one who says that. It's just like, much apologies. He always makes things wrong. And when he says that, his eyes light on fire, and Tick looks over and like he looks over his shoulder, and he has genuine fear in his eyes when he hears Talk's voice go like that.
Which one has the heart stopper? It's Talk, right?
Yes.
Hey, Talk. What's that up in the sky there? The big white fluffy thing.
He's not listening to you as he is still looking at Sneezy Boy, and he's just stop.
Talk. Hey, Talk. Yeah.
As you keep doing that, like the flames from his eyes slowly sculpt themselves into like demon horns on his head as
I
he
look
just keeps
behind me.
staring down Hawks.
Looking for who the fuck Talk's talking to.
And then Talk just slowly looks over at Tick, just I deal with problem. And Talk is going to tackle Hawk off of the cart.
Bless you.
I like to be able to stop this if I can.
I would say you're going to roll a strength check while Talk is going to roll a dexterity check.
Okay. Now, my main question with this is, now that Talk is basically using control flames to make himself like just the human fucking torch, would that add anything to my rolls?
No, but it will cause damage.
Okay, now what roll did you say?
You need to roll I'd say acrobatics while Bones does an athletics.
All right.
23.
I rolled shit. 7.
Okay. Bones manages to grab a hold of Talk and kind of hold him back. Though, Bones, you are going to take 2 points of burn damage.
Okay.
Because he's on fire. So what is Talk going to do now that he's grappled? You've grappled him though. You have kept him from getting towards.
Can I try and turn off his heart thing? Oh, I've got him.
Yes.
I would
Wait.
argue that he would need to roll some kind of 50-50 to not uptick him instead of downtick him.
First, I'm going to have you roll You're going to roll a sleight of hand check.
I think that's more of an animal handling check.
No, it's sleight of hand.
I mean, I would also argue the animal handling.
I got a 16.
Okay, you get your hands on it. Now, roll an intelligence check for me.
God, so many checks.
This is a check-worthy situation.
18.
All right.
You know, we still have to save Rat Dog from getting pushed off, right?
Yeah, he's still progressively making his way back there. You managed to turn it the right way, knocking him unconscious.
Okay, fires out. Talk just drops.
All right.
I'm like holding him like in my arms, like his head resting on my hand. You were a brother to me.
You
Oh,
are
man, now
caressed-
Bones
I car-
killed someone?
I caress his jaw. A beautiful soul
Guys, we got to get
I
these
died
bodies out of
tonight.
here. They're going to start rotting.
together. And
Roll
while
another
Hawks
strength
is
check
still
for me, Hawks.
talking, I loved you as I loved myself. Rest now, brother. This time. Hush. Hush now. Hush now. I'm like closing his muzzle. Like shh. Shh.
Oh, you gotta get rid of the body. It's starting to rot.
Shh.
All right, you get him right on the edge of the cart, and as you do this, you feel Gradle place a hand on your shoulder, and he kind of pulls you back a little bit. You gonna fight it?
No,
Why
what
is it
are you
always
doing, weather boy?
ruining our fun?
He says, we're not pushing anyone off the cart, and
But he's dead.
he grabs a hold of Rat Dog and pulls him back and lays him across the cart near the top of the cart, where everything else is happening.
Ma'am, this is how the plague started. We gotta get rid of the bodies.
I put
Tick, like, while still sitting at the front, he just puts behind him a rock that he's magically enhanced, and it just says in like a very like it puts the image of a very fancy piece of parchment that just says, dear employers, very sorry for for the action of the speaking idiot and my brother. He is only protective of the other idiot due to their bond.
I just put talk down, and by that I mean I literally just let it drop my arms, and he just falls to the floor.
Bones, I'm really sorry that Tick is calling you an idiot.
It's okay. I understand.
I mean, I'm actually gonna check if Tick has the highest intelligence score.
I'm pretty sure he does.
For sure, I have the
So
low.
when do you not be big?
The spell should only last for 1 minute. I don't know how long God is making that last, but
At around the point that Gradle has taken the dead body, aka Rat Dog, away from you, you have shrunk down back to your normal size. And now you are all
It was about 1 minute.
Hey Ox, you want to see something cool?
Bless you. What?
I start tapping on Rat Dog's head. Come alive, my child.
I'm going to start
going to come.
I'm gonna sit up, but very slowly, like a mummy, and just like very slowly, and then I'm gonna turn, but it's like creaking metal, and I'm gonna look at Hawks.
That's
Bless you.
awesome.
Mommy! I jump off the trap. I jump off the thing.
Is this all this session is gonna be? You know what? If he jumps off, Tick's sitting in the front. He's gonna keep the fucking cart going.
Just keep going. It's fine.
roll an athletics check for me. No, acrobatics to see how you land.
God damn it, God.
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
Every single thing that would piss off these employers would stop if we just killed Hawk and buried him somewhere in the
Bless you.
woods.
Hawk takes 3 points of bludgeoning
Bless
damage
you.
from jumping out of the cart.
Hawks is down again.
So you see as he dives out of the cart head first, and he hits the dirt and he rolls. And at first you're thinking, okay, he's gonna get back up, and then he slams into like the root of a tree.
Tick tosses another rock over his shoulder, and this one just says, "Leave him."
I think about it for a second, and I go, "Don't wait up. I'll meet back with you guys." And I jump out of the moving cart.
Roll a athletics check.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Actually, acrobatics. Yeah, athletics works too, because I think either or.
Okay. Well, can I re-roll for an athletics? Because that would have been a higher roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out.
All right.
Red
Well,
Dog
never
joined
mind. I got an 11.
Red Dog, you roll too?
It's acrobatics.
Either or. Athletics or acrobatics.
Oh,
You can try to be
okay.
fancy, or you can try to be...
I do a triple backflip and I land on my tail. The tail bounces me back. I actually do a triple handstand, and then
That would be if you rolled acrobatics.
then I land on a tree stump, stabbing myself in the heart.
Yeah.
The third rock lands on the wagon bed. They left the most dangerous to escort you.
And as you both jump out of the cart, Rat Dog, you land. You stumble a little bit, but you keep your footing. Bones, you land. You kind of it takes a moment for you to even get any kind of footing going, and then you hit a tree root and you fall.
Let's go.
You land head
Easy
first in
money.
the dirt. You don't take any damage, but you've gone prone.
I would like to stand.
I'm gonna go
Alright,
help him. Come on,
Okay.
Bones, you need to nap.
You two have gotten up. The cart is still moving.
Alright, we're just gonna start walking towards Hawks.
Bless you.
So is Hawks unconscious right now?
He is
Yeah.
unconscious.
Can I tie
Hawks,
him up?
Hawks, I'm going to have to
Bless you.
get you to roll a death saving throw real quick.
What is that?
So if your health is at 0, it should say death saving throws. Roll a d20 for me.
Like Jared is normally a problem human, but this is actually like too
Now he's a
much.
problem kobold. Oh, net
That's
20!
20, God.
But like this is actually too much.
So as you guys approach Hawks, he
you.
sits up as if he woke up from a bad dream. You have 1 health and you are awake. Because you rolled a nat fucking 20.
I thought that was just 2 saving throws, not 3.
No, it's you get up from it. A nat 20
Oh.
from a death saving throw, you get up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Would
you wake
like
up
me
with
to
1
check
hit point.
the Player's handbook for that.
That's what we've always done in the groups that I've been in, because nobody rolls a nat 20 when you try to get up.
I've always known it as it's 2 saving throws rather than 3, but you know it's DM's rules, so
Yeah, we can do it however you like. I'm
Well,
just asking if you'd like to know
If
the
you guys
hand-
want to find the specifics, let me know. But for this one moment, because I think this is kind of funny, that he jumped off the cart, knocked himself unconscious, and then sat up like he had a bad dream.
Oh no, it's definitely
Oh, yeah,
hilarious,
it's-
and I hate
it's-
him for it.
fucking something, and it makes me
I
want
look
to
at Bones first.
end this story right here, right now, even more.
I start to cry because Bones jumped off the cart to save me. And then I look at Rat Dog and I scream, "The zombie's with you!" And then I get up and run.
I
Are you running?
Zombie,
I'm
and
running
then I run the
back
same
towards
direction.
where the cart is.
He's chasing the
Yep.
cart. All right.
1 or 20 is 2 in either direction. Wait, nope, you're right. Nat 20, 1 point, you get up.
Yes.
Ooh,
I think there was
It's
something
not-
else to give you 2. There's like another criteria that gives you 2. It's if you
Yeah,
natural fail. A natural 1 makes you lose
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. So you
that's
get
what
up.
it is.
Yeah. So cool. That's what I thought it was, but things could change or I could misread. It's fine.
Tell the truth. The only reason I offer to check stuff like that is because it's really important to just learn.
Yes.
I just want to prove you wrong, so you look like an idiot.
Hey, we're playing
Hi.
5e D&D, which I have surface level knowledge of. So it's going to be easy to catch me off
It is
guard with these
genuinely
shits.
so weird
I'd
being
like
a
to
player
service you.
and being someone who knows more.
Than the DM. Now, when we get to Terra again, you ain't gonna know shit. No. But now, as I was saying, yeah. So Hawks begins to sprint back after the cart. What are the 2 of you doing?
I did the same thing as Hawks did. I went zombie, and then ran the same direction as Hawks.
I look behind me every now and then, and if Rat Dog is still following me, I'm just gonna take a sharp turn left.
I just stand there, arms weak, and I'm just defeated.
He's turning left every time he sees Rat Dog. He's going in a fucking circle.
Rat Dog, are you following him?
Technically, it's a square
Yes.
disembodied voice.
Okay, so he is. So from the cart, those in the cart can see who are looking behind them, which is nobody.
Hopefully, no one who is also not a character either.
Yeah. Gradle is watching this. Adam
Oh.
has lost interest, and Gillian is still unconscious.
I don't know if they're going to recognize that it is now way more peaceful on this cart that they've gotten rid of these 3.
Adam probably thinks so. But Gradle is deeply confused and is concerned about other things at the moment. So you keep chasing. You guys, I guess Hawks just keeps running around the circle. You guys are watching, and he's just running over and over and over again around these same 4 trees, trying to get away from Rat Dog, who is chasing him, thinking he is leading the way.
I am just going to walk towards them and just kind of intercept the path of
Okay.
where Hawks is going to run into.
Roll.
Thank you.
Are you gonna grapple him, or are you just getting in his path?
No, I'm just gonna just stand there, just in front of him.
All right, Hawks. How do you respond to them? There being a creature in your path.
Bones, are your legs open?
I'm going to say yes, just so I don't take tackle damage.
I'm gonna dive headfirst, sliding through his legs.
Acrobatics.
I got an 11, God.
You go to dive between his legs, thinking you have the perfect
Oh
positioning.
god, you did a fucking football
And
attack.
you swipe his legs out from underneath him. Bones, roll a dex saving throw for me to see how you catch yourself.
3.
You slam face first into the dirt, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
And the wind has been knocked out of you, and you are prone.
Yeah, if the 3 of you could just kill each other, that'd be really useful.
So Rat Dog's running on all 4s, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I try and grapple him on prone position since he's
Yes,
on all 4s?
roll a athletics check while Rat Dog is getting towards you. Rat Dog, you roll athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Can I just try to stop?
You can stop.
Cool. I'm gonna do athletics.
This is a weird situation and probably doesn't need to.
Hey,
It probably doesn't
23,
need
baby.
lawyering. Yeah.
You come to a halt in front of Bones, kind of stopping just before him, and he grabs a hold of your leg as you stop. You just kind of stare at each other.
Just tell him you're not a zombie. Just be like, hey, Hawks, thank you.
Bless you.
I got.
I'm still running in the square while they're doing this.
He's not a zombie. Look, he's got full on flesh and he's still alive. See? Rat Dog, breathe. Go. See? Air.
Zombies can breathe.
No, they can't.
Oh yeah.
The cart is out of sight now.
As soon as
So-
I get back around to them, I'm gonna instantly stop.
Okay.
All right. So next mission, we need to get that cart.
What cart?
I'm sorry. The moving house we were on before when you were big boy.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Do you remember when it was winter under the dragon and we wanted to go snowboarding, but we couldn't do that? So we had 2 of us with reins around us and the other one with a platform to sit on. Do you remember this?
Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about at all.
I'm trying to say you and
Fuck
Rat Dog are
you.
going to pull me on a makeshift sleigh.
Fucking hate you. I fucking hate you, sneezy shit.
Well, what are we gonna? Sorry, there's a disembodied voice in my head. What are we gonna use as the platform?
It's okay. You have this rope. Put it around anything that won't kill you if you run fast with it. And I'm going to look for just any bark that I can turn into some sort of just like more of like a boogie board or anything like that. Something flat.
Roll a perception check.
11.
You don't find anything that would work super well. you do find kind of a piece of it's almost it kind of would work. It's like part of a hollowed log that's been split due to like termites and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It might work. You're not entirely sure though.
It'll have to do. And I pick it up and I carry it to the rest of the boys. And I grab my sword and I kind of poke a little hole into the side and start running rope through the sides and tying knots on the side while they're getting hooked into whatever it is that they are doing.
Okay.
All right. Now, Rat Dog, you follow Hawks. Thank you.
Bless you.
And Hawks,
Bless you.
and I point like the opposite way that or where we came from. So if Hawks were to run like the opposite
you.
way, he'd run towards the cart.
Mhm.
And I go, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw a Santa back there.
Huh? I start running the opposite way if he's whatever.
So
Whatever
direct,
he's
you're running in the direction of the cart now.
Yes.
If that's the opposite of the Santa, yes.
Yes.
I'm just happy to be there.
You're just happy to be, as you should be. So you guys begin running. I need you, the two of you in the front, to make strength checks.
Dope.
Acrobatics works. The one in the back, which your strength check was fine, Hawks.
Bless you.
And that one's good too. And I need Bones to roll I'd say an acrobatics check as well to kind of maneuver this board contraption to see if it works.
A 7.
A 7. Okay. You guys begin running. You guys at first seem to be doing well. And then your makeshift board snaps. And
So
you
now I have skis.
No.
Oh
You
no.
fell and caught the rope. You are being dragged behind the other two. Like a rag doll. As they are running.
Ow, fuck, ow, fuck, ow, fuck, ow, fuck. Just like hitting every bump.
Yes. And while you are
Please keep your
going,
hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times.
you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage while they are running to the cart.
Is the cart in sight?
You guys make it back to the cart around this point. You guys have it takes you a good 5 minutes of being dragged before you make it to the cart. And upon arrival, you kind of let go of the rope to get yourself back up, and you manage to get back in the cart with the other two, who still have the rope tied around them.
All right. I start taking like the rope off. It's okay, Hawks. Santa won't hit us in here. It's magically protected.
I don't believe you. We're never safe from Santa. He's everywhere.
If that's the case, yeah, you know what? Never mind. We're good. You know what? That's true. Just be on high alert, Hawks.
Bless you, I will.
Thank you.
And I give a salute.
Cradle just is in complete and utter just the state of confusion.
We're
He's
going
like,
to die here.
This always happened with all of you.
It's normally something new, but typically yes.
I see. Well, I'm gonna try to get some rest.
Don't worry, Magic Man. I'll protect you from any Santas that come by. Still saluting.
And I thank you for that.
Like a fly lands on his eye without blinking and then flies away.
Yeah.
Still saluting.
flies on his eye, kind of sits there for a minute, flies over to the other eye.
I think it's time for all of us to get a little bit of short rest.
Yes.
Drivers can take first watch. Hope that's fine with you, Tick. I'm just gonna hope that you throw up a thumbs up or something. Tick.
I think Tick's soul has left his body.
Repeat that.
Are you good taking first watch since you're driving?
Tick just looks over, and then he like reaches like into the exoskeleton, and you see as his hand narrowly misses the artificial lungs, and he pulls something out, and it's just a tiny thing of eye drops, and he just pops both of his eyes and puts them back, and just holds a thumb up.
The weirdest
Okay.
group of kobolds ever. All right.
I'm actually not even a kobold. I'm Hungarian.
Wait, are you saying you're a Hungarian with like some birth defect that made your skull have a snout on it?
As
No,
that what it is?
what do you think a Hungarian is?
Oh, okay.
As Tick sits there, he just drags Talk over like as close to him as he can, so he's like in quick access for when they need an explosive.
All right. So the rest of
It's
you
time
settle
for
in for the night. Tick,
Before
I'm
I go
going-
to sleep, I'm gonna cast message on Bones. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
So you can Skype tonight.
Oh, you do not know how much I want to just kill.
Well,
two
bad you put an easy
kill
bake
him.
oven timer in your chest.
I'm gonna
Oh, don't
leave this
worry.
as a note.
Talk's not the one who wants to kill him. It's the one who doesn't have the timer.
Oh, so just Lucas.
No. Tick doesn't have a timer.
Oh no, I was just saying you want to kill me personally.
No, I will say
talking
if
about
there's a
you.
party wipe, this campaign is over. I will not
all
be
I'm saying-
reviving characters. This
all
campaign
I'm
will be
saying
over
is that
because
if
this
there's a
this
party
campaign is
wipe-
a joke.
If there's a party wipe, it's gonna happen by a player.
Oh, I 100% expect it.
100%.
You guys are more than likely you will kill each other than get killed by something else.
If we ever get into combat, because Jesus Christ, I'm sure you don't plan for stuff to happen this long. You thought that this travel was going to take 15 minutes, but nope, it's been 3 hours.
Hey, this travel is all I have written, so
I
I was prepared for the long game, all right? Now, I will tell you how much notes I have when we get to the end of this, because that's going to be the thing now, is at the end of each of these Meet the Kobold session, I will tell you how much of my notes I actually have each session.
You have no faith in us whatsoever.
No, I have faith in your ability to create the adventure. I have no faith in my ability to come up with what I think you guys will do. Now, as I was saying, Tick, roll a perception check with advantage because Tem is helping you.
I'll use my nice die for this. Nat 20.
Nice. All right. Those eye drops
again for
really did
advantage.
something.
Yeah, they were just pure meth. They were just meth. They were just a meth solution. He's just extremely awake.
It's like heroin diluted into.
Heroin slows you down. This is cocaine.
Oh, that was cocaine. No, it's speed diluted in like.
Speed is meth.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Let's just say
diluted
it was a
speed.
Red Bull mixed with a monster fruity mango.
And had
Coke
a
mixed
shot
with a
of. It had 3
monster
shots of
and
espresso in
to
it.
his eyes. If he put that into somebody with actual vocal cords, they'd be screaming in pain.
Yes. Well,
All
half
I
his
can
body
see
is
is
machine.
blood.
All I can see is blood. Everything has become red. No. So. All right. So you go through the night. The rest of the party asleep. Gillian throughout the night, occasionally producing a couple snorts, muttering some things about ale and pretty women before settling back down.
Like the book, or
No, as
My
in like
God,
he
guy.
he mentions women and talks. He's having dream of women.
oh,
Um,
okay. I thought he was like
There's a
just
book
like
called Pretty Women.
yeah.
I didn't know this.
I
Don't
I
read
know
books.
the. Oh wait, it wasn't a woman. It wasn't a book. It was a film.
I know of the film.
Anyways,
But
continue. I'm just
anyways,
being
yes.
stupid.
The rest of the party doing as they normally do through the night. Occasionally you hear Gradle kind of sounds like he wakes up a little bit, kind of in a slight panic, mutters to himself, and then falls back asleep. Adam is silent. Adam may have well died because he's not a sound is coming from him. Though you go through most of the night, it's pretty uneventful as you guys begin to enter the mountain range. That was a really long yawn. Holy shit.
Don't yawn during my
Don't-
campaign, please.
I've yawned in every campaign I've DM'd so far, and every campaign I've been a part of so far. No, so as
God, please stop yawning.
it's around 5 in the morning. Some distance away, you hear a deep chuckle, just a kind of laugh. Some distance, and as you are peering out into the darkness, you see two very large figures hiding behind a pair of trees along the path.
Okay, Hawks. I don't
Bless you.
want to say you're right, but if this is a Santa, I'm going to kill you personally.
You are not awake for this.
I dream it, and Hawks interprets that dream.
Bless you. Can I wake up at the sound of him saying that?
I don't actually.
He's
I'm
not
sleeping.
saying that.
Tyler knows what I'm talking about.
Santa?
No,
Saying
Tyler, the fucking note that I sent you of my character.
Tyler, that's some bad DMing right there. You don't care about your characters.
Dude, I have so many notes. The fact that I have forgotten one set of notes is not surprising. What note did you send me?
Genuinely did not believe that this session would be such a train wreck.
I generally believe that a list of causes mind silver.
Tyler,
that the
not
one?
that part, stupid.
What? Part of Oxygen to what you said.
Also,
Oh, because I said it. Okay. Yes, Hawks wakes up to the sound of the DM talking about two large rounded figures behind two trees. Hawks wakes up with a start.
Bless you.
He can
And bless you.
hear you speak.
He hears God.
I'm sorry,
I
Bones'
hate
voice. Was that
this.
not perfectly clear from the beginning?
I thought that was just you
actually
breaking
hate
the fourth
this.
wall, but no,
I
this is like legit.
genuinely hate that. I genuinely hate his existence.
Okay, Tick and Talk's voice.
The voice actor who plays Tick and Talk.
There is only pain whenever I hear this man speak.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm gonna audibly scream that there's two Santas out there in the woods.
This
I'm gonna
scream.
wake up.
You wake up the rest of the party, and the figures go quiet.
Didn't audibly scream. He just said, "I'll audibly scream."
Yes, I'm just picturing him saying. Yeah, I'm picturing him saying that out loud, really loud. I'm taking what he says and I'm applying it to the sentence that was said. Because that's how I was told his character works. Does it hurt yet, Dread? This is like 4 years of me DMing him, like being a DM for him, all put together into one character. Now,
I wake up and I slap Hawks for waking me up.
Bless you.
Thank you.
as everyone begins to wake up and stir, you hear one of the voices go,
Just gonna
Are they talking about us? One goes, I don't know. You see
just
something peek around the tree and look a little bit. You see the silhouette. You don't. They're just outside your range of dark vision to make out what they are, but you can tell these figures.
Was that a short or a long
They're about. That would be a long rest.
Thank you.
They're about 10 feet in height, and one of them kind of looks back at you guys through the tree, kind of stares for a moment, and then looks back to the other one and says, I think they've seen us. And the other one goes, yeah, I think so too.
So while those two are talking, Talk is going to like when he is woken up, he's just going to look over, and first to prime his ability, he's going to have to send a like it's almost like he's just tossing sparks, but it's using the cantrip firebolt to just like cause some embers in some grass, just so he can use control flames to bloom the flame as much as like a torch. That's it.
Okay. So you're just burning some grass nearby. Because the cart is
Yeah,
stopped by this point.
He's just trying to send it out there far enough where when he blooms that flame with control flames, it'll illuminate what the two that are speaking.
Okay, I'll allow it. You
So-
toss this thing out there and it starts sparkling, kind of lighting some of the grass a little bit. Around this point, you see Gillian. You see him slump off the side of the cart, his warhammer in one hand, shield in the other, and says, I think we've got a fight on our hands. And Adam, without saying a word, slips off the back and kind of lets out a sigh, begins following after him. Gradle doesn't move.
I think especially with my current armor, yeah, Tick is gonna also like he's gonna stop the cart and he's gonna get off as well. And like he's not going in front of the two big, especially not the dwarf, but he's going in behind those guys.
Okay.
I want to throw a chaos bolt at them.
Before you do that, I'm gonna have everyone real quick roll initiative. Because there is no surprise, everyone knows the other is there.
I feel like I should just roll initiative normal instead
I got
of
a 20.
D&D Beyond.
Do as you wish.
It's still a bad roll, but it was somehow better for Tick at least. I haven't rolled for Talk yet. 5.
I'd like to roll to get naked, but this is like for me, not for my character.
You don't have to roll for that, you just get naked.
Alright. Do I need to roll to turn on camera?
I'm just
That's
gonna
not
toss
allowed.
this in the chat.
I'm turning on
You
my
rolled
camera.
wait, is that a natural 20 or is that a
Pinky.
Oh, wow. Rat Dog and Hawks rolled the same.
Bless you.
Uh-huh. Right. Gillian.
I put initiative in chat because it's two different things.
No.
Okay. Renal, and then it's
Wait, what the hell? No, it's blank. There we go.
Continue, and then it's Adam, and then it is Bone. No, and then it's Talk, and then it's Bones.
Yes,
Tick.
sir.
It's Tick, and then it's Bones.
And then it's
And
bones.
wait a minute.
And then after me, it's bones. And then
It's
after that, it's bones.
Bones again. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what's happening here.
I see what's happening here. Okay.
Hey, but I got you for a second though.
I think I'm going like first in this round of combat. I rolled
So-
pretty well.
As this happens, the first figure turns around the tree and with a roar, you see it's an ogre. One of them is an ogre, and it is holding a large javelin in hand. It lets out a roar as it throws this javelin like, roar! And it throws it at Gillian, who expertly, as this spear comes towards him, just glances it out of the air with his shield, returns the same kind of battle cry back at him. It is now Rat Dog's turn. These ogres are about 80 feet from you.
Cool. I'm going to. Oh shoot! I don't even know. I'm gonna walk 30 feet forward, and I'm going to. What? I would still be okay. I'm gonna throw my boomerang at them because I think they're past 30 feet. Right. Oh, actually, no. I can throw my javelin at them.
Yeah, you can throw a javelin at them, I think.
Cool. I'll throw a javelin back and just roar back at them.
Okay, roll an attack. I think
That is
would be 13. 13?
Yeah.
That's a hit. Roll
Cool.
damage. So you see as Rat Dog rushes forward in front of this cart.
I got a 10.
You got 10 damage?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. You
How do you
strike.
want to do this?
No. We're not to that point yet. We just started.
Damn it. That'd be so funny.
That would be pretty funny. It was just like, oh yeah, I one-shotted an ogre with a freaking javelin.
I would like to think that I would grab his javelin and just throw it back. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Unfortunately, you're not next to Gillian when this happens. You see Rat Dog though rush forward, and he gets up onto his hind legs for a minute, pulling out a javelin and just yeets it full speed into this ogre, and it slams the ogre kind of the right side of the chest. The ogre kind of stumbles back a little bit and just and it kind of grabs a hold of the javelin and pulls it out of its chest and kind of throws it to the side. And he looks at you, Rat Dog, and says, "That wasn't very nice."
Was he a surfer?
No, Hawks.
Bless you.
It's your attack. You wanted to throw a chaos bolt?
Yes.
Roll attack. Which ogre, injured or uninjured?
First uninjured. And I'm gonna use. How does twin spell work?
You launch 2 spells and you roll 2 separate attacks for it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use a sorcery point to use twin spell to throw the spell at the other ogre too.
Okay. Roll that one as well. So the first one was to the injured one. You fire this first bolt though, and it glances out of the. You kind of aim a little wide, just missing this ogre as it stumbles backwards. The other one, you strike the tree it's hiding behind, and it kind of jumps up a little bit and goes just like, "Oh, what was that?" As you kind of slam this tree, the tree creaks a little bit as you've put a little bit of a dent into it.
I don't want to play anymore.
You know what I'm playing? Talk. It is now Talk's turn.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not getting close to these motherfuckers. So I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost. Let's see here.
How far of a thing is that?
60 feet.
Okay. You'd have to move a little closer. You'd move about 20 feet. forward.
Yeah, that's all right. I can move up 20 feet. Let's see here. It's 25 to hit, and I'll hit the injured one.
Yes, that's a hit. Roll with damage.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, five cold damage.
Okay. The injured one gets sprayed and he kind of grunts a little bit at the pain. A little bit of frostbite around his legs from the attack, but doesn't seem too badly injured from it. Gillian, who realizes he won't be able to run all the way there in the short time that he has to run at them, is going to set his crossbow on his back, or his warhammer on his back, and pull out his crossbow. And he is going to run 25 feet forward, and he's going to fire his crossbow at one of the giants. Or ogres, not giants. And he ends up aiming wide, the arrow missing this ogre by a mile. As he swears under his breath a little bit, the alcohol he'd consumed earlier seeming to still be affecting him in some way.
Lightweight.
He drank almost the entire keg in a day.
I was
Lightweight.
born out of a keg.
I was born out of a keg. Gradle, who you see leap out of the cart, kind of runs over the backs of the horses and does a flip, landing on the ground and sprints forward. He's going to run 80 feet forward, and as he gets up in front of the ogres, he inhales deeply for just a moment before letting out a wave of cold energy, or wave of cold air that hits both of the ogres, and I need them to roll speed or dex saves, which they both fail, and they take 2d6 damage, frost damage. So you see him release a breath attack on each of them. Frostbite, this frost bitten the flesh of their legs as they stumble back a little bit from the cold air, and he just kind of stops in front of them once he's done and just takes a defensive pose, holding his ground. It is now the other ogre's turn, who is, now that has a target right in front of him, is going to try to strike Gradle with his great club. Which, as he goes to swing this thing, he gets it caught to a tree and can't seem to swing it, as Gradle takes a few steps back to kind of get away from his potential attack. Adam, who is behind Gillian, you see he points a finger in the direction of the ogre, and you watch as his eyes kind of roll back a little bit, and he begins to speak in what sounds like a demonic tongue for just a moment before there is a 20-foot sphere that appears around one of the ogres of dark energy, and you can no longer see this ogre. And as this forms, this cold, dark energy, you can see what looks to be these black tendrils moving around within this darkness as it is summoned. And the ogre, who needs to roll a dex save, I want to say, yes, dex save, fails his dex save. And you guys can no longer see this ogre as the tendrils wrap around it. And he is going to take 11 points of cold damage, which would be 34. Yeah. Okay. And that is the end of Adam's turn. It is now Tick, it's up, you're up, and Bones, you're on deck.
I'm on deck. What does that mean?
As in, you're after Tick.
Okay.
Tick. Tread.
All right, yeah.
He's
Okay.
texting his mom.
You know who else?
So
texts
there's
your
only one
mom?
alive, huh?
The other one. So the one is engulfed in a sphere of darkness, and you see these
Okay.
black tendrils moving around
He
within this
hasn't been
darkness around it.
removed from the universe. He's just hurting. All right. So the one who is not covered in all that 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah, Tick is just gonna fucking zap this dude. Oh, it's only a d6 damage. Okay. Let's see here. 10 lightning damage.
Okay. You strike this this ogre who's still trying. He just pulled his club free from the tree that it got stuck to, and the electricity jolts through his body. He shakes a little bit, and as he finally gets his club out from the tree, he looks and goes. He just looks around and goes, "Who zapped me?" He just looks around trying to figure out which one of you has zapped him as he's finally gotten his club settled in his hand. And now it is your turn, Bones.
Um. That's the noise I make. And so, how close are they?
They are about 80 feet from you.
All right. So, give me a hint here. The little grayed out number for like throwing a weapon. What is that? Just like the max distance that I can throw it?
So when you go, you're talking about the second number that's in the parentheses. That is
Yeah.
that's long range. You roll with disadvantage with those attacks.
Okay. All right, bet. All right. You hear me? Bet.
Yes, I can hear you. You
Bet.
just keep saying bet.
And is anybody within 5 feet of the ogre that would be able to use like the pack tactics?
No. Currently, Gradle is 10 feet from one and 10 feet from both of them, pretty much.
Okay.
He's not quite close enough to activate pack tactics.
Oakley dokley. I guess I can't really do anything unless I throw with a disadvantage. So,
You can move closer. You do have, I think, 30 feet of movement.
yeah, but it still would be.
Or is it a 30-foot throwing weapon?
No, it's a 60-foot.
If you moved up 30 feet, you would be in range to throw without disadvantage.
It's 20 with the white number and then 60 at the grayed out number.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. So I guess what I could do is
You can also double your movement and get
I was
up.
about to say use dash.
Yeah, you can use dash and get 20 feet within 20 feet of them by the end of your turn.
Yeah. I guess I'll just do that.
Okay, Bones dashes forward, getting a little bit of the distance taken care of. The one ogre who's been engulfed in darkness. Twin spell, does it say it takes a spell slot?
No, that's sorcery points.
Or so, yeah, I thought it didn't take a spell slot. I think there's one that allows you to take. You do take a spell slot, but I think it's quicken spell. No, what was I saying? Yes, the one who is within the encased in the darkness is going. He begins to try to make his way out of the darkness, getting just outside of it as he moves 20 feet forward, getting outside of it. And he is before Gillian and Adam now. And he's going to try to strike, try to throw his javelin at Gillian again. And that is a hit, I think. Yes. He strikes Gillian for 11 points of piercing damage. As the javelin pierces Gillian's chainmail chestplate and digs deep into his shoulder, kind of making him stagger a little bit before he knocks it from the wound. Rat Dog. It is your turn, and Hawks, you are on deck.
I have a quick question.
Yes, what is your question, sir?
If I already used rage, does
Rage
that
is,
count?
it's a
an
bonus
act-
action.
Oh, it's a bonus action.
Rage is
Okay.
always a bonus action for barbarians.
Can I do it? Can I do my bonus action before my attack?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. How far am I from either ogre, really?
So you ran 30 feet your first turn, right?
Yes.
You're about 30 feet from one of them because he moved 20 feet forward.
Cool. I'm gonna move 20 feet to the closest one.
Okay.
I'm going to go into a rage, and I'm going to attack using my halberd, which was 10 feet reach.
Okay. Roll your attack as you rush this ogre. You all see as Rat Dog, his body seems to almost expand, the muscles tensing and ripping as veins begin to bulge. Pharaoh look goes across his face, and as he gets to this ogre, roll damage. You definitely hit that. As he gets
Yeah, he
closer,
did.
he rips the halberd off his back, kind of spinning it over his head before slashing down this ogre's side. The ogre stumbles a little bit from the strike, a little confused on where this new attack came from as it looks down at you, at your small raging form.
Does that count? Do I get +2 on that because of the?
Yes, you do. You do, because you got a +2 to your attack with
So that's
your strength roll. So yeah, so you get 9 damage. I forgot about that.
Cool.
And Hawks, it is your turn. Talk. You are on
Bless
deck.
you. I'm gonna throw another chaos bolt.
All right.
But
roll
first,
that attack.
I'm
Is,
using Tides of Chaos.
Is
Oh
Red
no!
Dog's been like 5 feet now?
My halberd's
Rat Dog's he's within 10 feet because his halberd has 10-foot reach.
Damn. Alright. Just a little bit closer, and we would have had advantage on attack rolls.
My bad.
It's okay. I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, roll that attack. That one hits.
I have advantage.
Are you doing the twin? Oh yeah.
That was advantage on
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
advantage. Yes.
And now I'm using Twin Spell.
Now you're using twin spell. Second roll hasn't come in yet. You definitely hit the first one.
I'm just gonna roll that damage.
Yeah, roll that damage real quick. And what damage type is it?
Poison.
Poison. Okay. The heck was that noise I just heard?
And then the other attack got an 18.
Were you attacking? So this, what is this first one for?
They're both hitting different ones.
Which one's the first one hitting?
The left one.
Okay, the injured one. So the first one hit the injured one for 9 points of. And you hit the second one also hits. So you strike the first one with this.
There's an extra D6 damage
For both of them, or for the second, the first one.
for both spells.
For both
There's
spells.
2d8 plus 1d6.
Okay, roll the second damage because you hit that one too because you didn't roll for that yet.
Does Hawk say bless you
Yes.
when he says his
Bless
own
you.
name?
Yes.
Jared,
Just bless me.
What does that second one do? I thought you rolled the D20 or D12 for when it does damage. Oh, you did do it. It's the 5. That's right. That's fine. Yes, I got it. I understand. I'm confused.
And that
It's fine.
second bolt is cold damage.
Cold damage. All right, so you see as Hawks
Bless you.
produces 2 bolts of energy in his hand, kind of this. It almost seems like rainbow color or pearlescent as it seems to change color as he is holding it. It goes from this voidish like black to a dark purple to this acidic green, and it just kind of waves between colors before he throws both of them. The first one being this dark purple color as it strikes the ogre, seeping deep into its flesh as the veins around the spot where impacted seem to grow a dark black color from poison that's coursing into its body. And the other one turns this very light blue color as it strikes the other one, further freezing its already frozen outer layer of flesh around its lower body. It is now Tuck's turn.
Okay, all right. So, would you be with 30 feet of movement? Would Talk be able to get in a spot where he can put both of these creatures in a 15-foot cone?
No, because they are 20 feet apart.
All right. How about is he able to line both of them up in a 30-foot line?
Yes, you did move 30 feet up in the beginning, right?
Yes.
Yes, so you would be able to.
All right.
Yeah, roll your magic, your wild magic table real quick, Jared, because we just got off your turn. Or
Well,
Hawks.
I don't
Bless
have
you.
to. I don't have to roll I don't have to roll anything for this, as I'm going to be
Hawks.
Agonizar's Scorcher.
Real quick before we do this, everyone, the entire party, all of you, are now vulnerable to piercing damage for the next minute.
Okay, now I really am gonna kill him sometime. So I'm gonna use Agonizar's Scorcher, and both of these ogres need to make dexterity saves.
Okay. They both fail.
Cool.
Ogres are not very fast.
That's what I was banking on. And to tell the truth, even though I'm rolling damage right now, I gotta check my meta magic for a hot second. Nope, don't have anything cool. Okay. 15 fire damage to both.
15 fire damage. Okay. How do you want to do it to one of them?
He melts until there is nothing left but a skeleton on the ground.
All right. The first ogre, the one who you guys originally began wailing on, begins kind of crying out as this flame goes over him, and as his screams are quickly muffled by the sound of by just this flame that engulfs his entire body, and eventually he just goes still as he falls to the ground, his body seeming to just slowly turn to ash and just this hulking pile of burning flesh. The other, taking severe burns, his body now a mixture of charred and frozen flesh, looking towards his friend who has been killed, kind of lets out a roar of anger as his friend, his fallen comrade, hits the ground. In this moment, Gillian draws his crossbow again, and he goes to fire at the raging the raging ogre, who he fires and hits for 10 points of damage, striking the ogre right in the clavicle, just right below where the neck meets. The ogre, in the middle of its roar, kind of lets out a half gasp as it kind of snaps the arrow from the place that it landed, choking a little bit, while Gradle takes the opportunity to kind of wail onto this ogre real quick as he jumps up, kind of parkours off a tree to go punch it. And that is he hits with that attack. And he's going to use, I think he doesn't have the ability to do this yet. Give me one moment. Yeah. And he's going to use a key point to do a flurry of blows. Both of which also hit. And it does. First one did 6. Yeah. He proceeds to hit this ogre one time in the face, then kicking it in the spot where the arrow went. And then with one final swing of his fist, knocks the ogre to the ground, and it lays there unmoved and dead. And he lands somewhere between nimble and clumsily, kind of pants for a moment, kind of bent over, hands on his knees, looking over what has been done, and kind of gives you all a nod before straightening up, kind of cracking his back a little bit, and moves back to the cart. And, he looks to you, Bones, in particular, and says, well, at least I know you all are good for something. He says, this would have probably been a lot rougher with just the three of us.
Yep.
I told you I'd protect you from any Santas.
Yes, you did. And I thank you. And he...
You know, a great man once said, if you fight with all of your brains into your arms, then all of your arms will have your brains. And I live by that.
Amen, and I salute.
He just looks at you and says, I don't think anyone has ever said that. But I've been wrong before. He gets back into the cart. Gillian, who's looking over the puncture wound that's in his shoulder, kind of grumbling to himself a little bit before going to the ogre and retrieving, seeing if he can retrieve his arrow from it, which he quickly figures out that it's been broken and is no longer recoverable. Looks a little disappointed and heads back into the cart. Adam kind of stands there for a minute, kind of watching the scene. He doesn't say anything, just looks over what has been done, gives a slight nod to himself, and then heads back to the cart. What's the rest of you doing?
Dancing.
And
Yeah.
back
I'm
to the
still
door.
standing there saluting.
Fortnite dancing on the bodies.
Is there anything worthwhile taking on ogres that I could notice, I guess?
Can I pick up their javelins?
Huh?
Can I pick up their javelins?
You can. They are a little big.
That's fine. I'm pretty strong.
Yeah, he is.
These javelins are a little big. And I'm gonna say the only way you can throw these is if you're raging.
Okay. How many of those do I get? Like 2?
They would have one of them, the javelin, 2 of the javelins are already on the ground. The other one has 2 javelins on its back. And they're
Okay,
about
so
these, they're like these,
4 giant ones.
yeah, they're about these 10-foot long makeshift wooden javelins.
Cool.
They're decently made, and I would just list this as a custom item, and they do 2d6 damage.
Cool. I just gotta fucking figure out how to do that.
We can figure that out later. But
Okay.
you guys all return to the cart, continue your to kind of move out, and Gillian at one point not Gillian. Gradle comes forward to Tem and Tick. Says, we should probably stop the cart soon. Give the horses a rest. They're looking a little tired.
Tick just
Those of
looks
us
at-
who have slept can keep watch, while those of you who have not can rest a little bit.
I'll keep watch.
No, you won't. How much longer do we have a safe
I'm
point we can
about
get
to wrap up. We are getting there. brother. Now, what was Tick gonna do?
He's just gonna look at him.
All right.
Just-
Um,
Like, are we talking like what way?
yes,
I need immersion.
I can let you know if when we should stop. I'd probably say the next hour.
I'm not. No, I'm talking about what way is he looking at him? I had like we talking angry, horny, hungry, maybe.
Hangry
All 5.
Ooh.
or angry.
Cold, dead eyes.
Yeah, so he just
Oh.
kind of looks at Tick and kind of pats his shoulder and says, "I'll let you know and that we should stop. To probably be in an hour, about around the time that sunrise begins to happen."
Guess it's time to fucking go.
And on that note, you guys enter the new day with your fresh kill behind you and halfway through your journey through the mountains thus far. We're going to end it there. And on a fun note, because we're 2 sessions in and I feel like doing this, I'm letting you all level up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about.
So for a minute, I thought you were doing the Courage the Cowardly Dog bit of him like screaming behind the door.
Dumb dog, you made me look bad.
Yeah, straight up, that's what I thought you were doing for a minute. And I was just like, what?
Yeah,
But-
that's why I'm this group's best actor. I'll be taking my awards tomorrow.
Wait, can I take a feat in this level up?
Yes,
I have 2.
I am allowing you to take feats.
I'd like Rob's feet.
I guess I got big feet, so
I hate
Yeah.
everything about this conversation.
I love it.
Okay. On that note,
Hi.
oh boy.
now that we have gotten to this point of the campaign, I guess in 2 weeks we will continue this wacky little, I don't even know what to call this, story, maybe? I don't know.
It's Dungeons and Dragons, silly.
Clearly it's Dungeons and Dragons. But Thursday we are continuing the Wild West campaign for anybody who's been tracking that or has an interest in tracking that. We have no idea what's going to happen. Apparently, neither does Dread. One of those sessions. I feel that. I know how that feels. Literally what this session was.
Dread, he just called you stupid. How you gonna take that? Beat his ass.
Oh, death is coming.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Yo,
I
Tyler.
was told the next session was storytelling. If a certain somebody shows up, he better show up.
He better.
Yo, he just told you he gonna kill your ass.
He told us that the last 3 sessions, and
Yeah.
it's been pretty close. We've gotten pretty close. And then next week we will be continuing the Scales of Fate campaign. Ooh, and on another note, on a super fucking exciting note, Saturday we're starting the Vampire the Masquerade campaign with it's 4 of us.
Yes. Four
4
of
of
you.
us. Yes. We're starting that one, which we've been talking about for about 3 weeks now, and now we'll be actually finally starting it, even though we have run technically 2 sessions with it just to kind of get an idea of how the game works. But on that note, I hope whoever stumbles upon this footage enjoys. If you didn't enjoy this one, at least go check out the other ones. YouTube link below, or if you found this on YouTube, the Twitch link is somewhere on the page. Can't remember where. But to catch up on previous episodes, we have 3 playlists on the YouTube page as of right now. Or if you want to catch us live, follow the Twitch, follow the Twitter, follow the Discord. They all supply links every time we go live. And as always, we hope to see you in the next one. Peace.